She opened the bathroom door. The scene inside shocked Sophie. Besides the overwhelming smell, there was this horrifying sight before her eyes. Yet such a castle was home to a handsome man. Since Sophie volunteered to come to the castle as a cleaner, this home gradually transformed into what it should be. Sophie also felt warmth for the first time beyond that from her sister. Though it was their first meeting, dining at the table felt extraordinarily intimate. The child beside them devoured the delicious food on the table, not treating Sophie as an outsider at all. At that moment, Howell suddenly asked what Sophie had in her pocket. Sophie then felt her pocket and discovered there was mysteriously an extra piece of paper. The moment Howell touched it, the magic on the paper began to take effect, not only turning to ash, but also firmly imprinting itself on the table. Howell raised his hand and placed it over the mark, and the next second, the mark began burning without warning. The two people beside them looked incredulous, yet Howell revealed a wicked smile. Then, the magical mark on the table was completely erased by Howell, leaving no trace whatsoever. He poured his unfinished breakfast to Calcifer nearby, then went upstairs to bathe. At this moment, the child asked Sophie if she was the Witch of the Wast's subordinate. Sophie became angry at this thought. She was clearly the victim, yet kept being falsely accused by others. When she wanted to speak about being framed by the Witch of the Waste, she couldn't open her mouth and could only keep this grievance buried in her heart. Afterward, she transformed her sorrow and anger into motivation, began cleaning diligently, and drove away the castle's original residents. The cleared garbage could pile into a mountain. After washing with clean water, the floor became mirror-like, and Calcifer's dwelling was also cleaned together. Fortunately, Howell had just finished bathing and used magic to restore the weakened Calcifer to his original state. Then she came to the second floor, knowing it would be dirtier than imagined. When she opened the bathroom door, she realized what she had just seen was merely the tip of the iceberg. After taking a deep breath, she had to open the bathroom window for air. At this moment, seeing the scenery outside the window, she couldn't help but exclaim. This castle had been moving all along, yet inside there wasn't the slightest tremor. So Sophie loudly praised Calcifer's prowess. Calcifer felt pride for the first time, and the castle quickened its pace in his excitement. Then, Sophie opened the balcony door and stepped onto the balcony, seeing the most beautiful scenery of her life. Perhaps due to staying in the hat shop for so long, she became absorbed in this beautiful scenery and couldn't extricate herself. At this moment, a constantly swaying stick caught their attention. After they worked together to pull him out, they discovered it was the scarecrow they had first encountered.